in the 49 revival, I'm sure you have already got quite a lot of people talking about it, because there are a lot of more alive today of the 49 revival than there was in the 39 revival. We were moved in such a way that what sticks in my mind mostly is the power of the singing. There was a power in the singing during the 49 revival that will never be forgotten by the people who were there. We used to wait for the bus going either that direction or that direction. There was no telephones in those days to notify anybody as to where a meeting was going to be held, but somebody would find out some way. The only people that had a telephone here was where you were before with Agnes. They had the post office. They were the only people in the village that had a telephone. The only other people that had telephones were doctors and nurses, nobody else. So our communication was really wait and see what happens. And when a bus was on the road, the bus was sent wherever a meeting was. If the bus was going that direction, if you want to find if you were waiting for the right bus, you just heard the singing. And the singing, through the singing, you knew there was people going to a revival meeting somewhere that direction, and you followed the bus. You got on the bus and go wherever it was going to. And if it was going the other direction, you were doing the same thing. You knew where the bus was going. Now, the singing, maybe there was only 2 or 3 people on the bus singing, and the volume of the singing increased as the numbers increased in the bus. And the same thing happened coming from the meetings. There was singing also, people coming off the bus, and the singing was carrying on. And whenever we were gathered in a house and there was singing going on after the after meetings, we were singing hymns and psalms and whatever. Now, a lot of the singing around here was in Gaelic. Isn't that right, Mary? The Gaelic singing, the Gaelic hymns, and Mary was a very professional person in that line, I can say. And when she was making it, after she made her first recordings, it was very, very much in demand at that time. So another thing is we can remember that the revival meeting singing, it was ringing in your head when you weren't hearing it at all. It was going on in your mind all the time. Now, this was keeping us going from day to day, really, and the power of God working in people's hearts was really affected so much by the singing in those meetings. And we always had a joy. There was a joyful time in those times, you know. But as we started going, dispersing throughout the world, some of us going away to the forces and wherever, then things were not the same with us. But this queer thing about the spirit of revival, it never really disappeared. Would I be right in saying that? And whenever we meet, we seem to be getting into a clannish group, even to this day, because of those times of revival was so powerfully God-inspired. You had to be there. It cannot be put into words. You can't just try and outline it, really. There was another occasion, I forgot about this. During the 1939 revival, there was a group of ladies coming up from between 2 or 3 Melba-Spar, that's 2 or 3 miles down from the Ness direction. There was a group of them coming up, walking, coming to a meeting. They weren't too sure where a meeting was, but they were all converted, the whole group of them. And there was a meeting already started in this house, and the singing was going on. And when they were coming past the schoolhouse, which is about a mile north of here, they could hear the singing from this house, a mile north from here. Now, that is not what you would expect on normal occasions. That was revival singing. That is the kind of power you get in it. It really, it's not just singing that's coming from the mouth, it's coming from the whole person, coming from the depths of the person.